What we have here in this box is the all-new PS5, popularly referred to as the PS5 Slim. It's really officially just called the new PS5, and today we are going to unbox it. Without further ado, let's cut this box up to see the contents and whether or not we actually have the PS5, because I have not seen the inside of it yet. It's worth noting that this is actually not the official Malaysian unit because we bought an import unit during the 12/12 sale. The deal was too good for me to pass up, so here we are. Voila! Right, so this is the PS5, and doesn't it just look good? I'm quite sure this is the Japanese unit, looking at the Japanese writing on the back, which is probably why they gave us this adapter. And this is the power cable. Yep, it's not for us to be used in Malaysia. We've got some pretty... Oh yeah, this is the new horizontal stand for the PS5, and it looks interesting to say the least, but we'll get back to this later on. And this is of course the DualSense controller, as nice as always. The HDMI cable, as well as USB-C to USB-C cable to charge up the controller. We have the main event now. My, look at that. Wow, it is actually noticeably smaller than the original launch PlayStation 5. It is also noticeably lighter than the previous model. Look at that. Now, it's a little bit hard to just judge how much smaller and how much lighter it is, so we obviously have the original launch PlayStation 5 here, and you can just see the size difference in terms of thickness, in terms of height, as well as this stand that comes with the standard PS5 at launch. And you don't get this stand anymore. Instead, you get these two pegs, which are only used to put it down horizontally. So that's a little bit of a shame, but at least it can still stand on its own, though it would be nice to have the stand packaged with the PS5 itself. But one of the biggest complaints, I suppose, with the new PS5 is the fact that Sony has somehow decided to make this top panel glossy and the bottom one matte, just like how it was with the original PS5. In my opinion, it's not too bad. I mean, it does look pretty good, and wow, I really cannot get over just how much lighter it is compared to the launch PS5. It's really something. Another thing that is new with the new PS5 is this disk drive, which is actually removable now. So with that in mind, you can just buy the cheaper digital version and upgrade to the disk version somewhere down the line by purchasing the disk drive separately. But for my particular use case, I decided to just go with the standard model because although the disk drive is sold separately, it is quite a bit more expensive than just buying the normal version outright. And that is a good segue to the pricing of the new PS5. For the Malaysia market, it still retails at 2,499 ringgit for this standard model. If you want to get the digital model instead, that will set you back 2,069 ringgit. Again, these are the exact same prices for this big boy. Granted, there was actually a price revision back in August 2022 for the Malaysian market, so technically it's more expensive, but at the same time it's also not more expensive. That being said, you do technically get better value for your money here. Besides the smaller form factor of the new PS5, it also comes with a 1TB storage now instead of about 825 gig on the previous model, if I'm not mistaken. The new PS5 doesn't just look different, the port selection has also been altered ever so slightly. It is still the same from the back, but on the front, instead of a USB-C and a USB-A port, the new PS5 completely opted for a USB-C port, which I personally find much more useful. Beyond that, the disk eject button has also been moved to the drive itself on the new PS5 because it is now a removable drive. On the older model, it's positioned right above the power button, which can prove to be a little bit tricky because I personally find it a bit confusing as to whether I'm pressing the power button or the disk eject button. And that is the new PS5 compared to the original big boy PS5 that was launched here in Malaysia back in 2020. It's great to see the PS5 getting smaller and smaller 3 years down the line, and even though there are rumors that a PlayStation 5 Pro could be revealed sometime in 2024 next year, you should still just get the PS5 right now in my opinion if you already want to play all of the great PS5 games that have been released so far. Again, it's worth mentioning again that this is not the official Malaysian unit of the new PS5. As the box suggests, this is probably a Japanese unit, and do note that the official Malaysian one will be coming relatively soon, maybe because they did say that once stocks of this original PS5 have run out, only the new version will be available for purchase. So just wait it out a little bit longer, because I would personally recommend you guys get the original Malaysian unit. But as I've said before, I got a good deal for 12.12, so that's the risk I am willing to take. And that is it for this video. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and always stay tuned for more good stuff to come here on this channel and nextshrift.com.